Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Transport Fever. We're looking at our new Centennial supply line train as it makes its way up the hill toward Tacoma. I've noticed a little bit of a problem with this train, and we're going to take a little time to... I don't know if we're going to try to figure out what's going on, because I have an idea of what's going on. I think the most important thing we can do right now is just try to fix it. See what we can do to fix it. Let's get a shot of it coming into the station, and we'll take a look at the problem. If you look, we have a full load of fuel. What my hope was is that it would drop it off here at Tacoma Halt. And is this Tacoma Halt? I believe this is Tacoma Halt. I was hoping we would drop it all off. However, what we're doing is just dropping off a little bit of it. So what this means to me, let's pull up the line here and just take a look at it. We start at Tacoma Halt here. We go up here to the annex, which is where we load up oil, take that to the refinery, and then drop off the oil, pick up the fuel, and then drop that off into Centennial. And my thought was, that's basically what we want that train to do. Well, from Centennial, we go all the way back to Tacoma. So my thought was, we're headed to Tacoma. Tacoma needs fuel. Why don't we just go ahead and stop here off at Lincoln Transfer or at the refinery one more time, load it up, and we would drop off the Tacoma's fuel on that trip. So we're not making an empty trip. But however, what it looks like is happening to me is that whenever it's on its way back, it's picking up fuel that is meant to go back to Centennial. So to transport fuel from here to here, we're actually going from here to here to here to here, which isn't optimal. We're not getting the oil from the annex, which is why we're going up to the annex, was to pick up oil. I don't even know if we're going to have enough room. We'll get a little bit of oil, not very much. But yeah, I don't think going fuel from here to here to here and then to here is the best way to get fuel from here to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off this last Lincoln transfer stop and hope that that will help alleviate the situation. It's going to be an empty run from Centennial to Tacoma, but I think I'm all right with that. We'll just check and see how that goes. It's one of the many problems we have going on right now, but it's the one that I figured out first, and one that I think we can fix rather easily. Other than that, though, I mean, we've got our passengers being picked up. We do have goods packing up everywhere. We need to get some more trains moving that stuff away. That's a future thing. We do have passengers in our far away stations wanting to go, and one of our big problems we have right now is we have just a ton of money. And I know that's a weird problem to have, but having that excess money means that we could build more trains and more tracks. And I think I want to do that this episode. I've got a couple of ideas that we will get to right after we roll the intro. Let's just try to find a train here. Here's one. Let's, ooh, wait a minute. I think I see, do I see something that could be interesting happening right here? We get a little bit of a two-train race here to see who gets to get to the junction first. I suspect it'll probably be the passenger train. Let's see if we can get a good angle to witness this double train action. Oh, actually, it looks like the good one's going to make it first, didn't it? Nope, he's going to stop. Yield to the passenger train. Yield to the passengers. They're like Grand Junction carts. Or Grand Trunk carts, I should say. Grand Trunk passenger wagons, I should say. All right, and here goes our food train. And as he takes off and goes on for his adventures, I think this will be the time we will roll the intro and then get into spending some serious cash. Glorious. So we've got a ton of money in our pocket right now, $30 million. We also have a full loan that we can take out. So I'm thinking we should do something big. And what I'm thinking about doing is hooking up this side of the river and getting a line going up on this side. It seems like it makes sense. We need to get that started. Get the passenger service running. Get the blood pumping, as it were, over on this side of the river. I would like to do a line from Wichita Falls to Ventura, kind of like how we did Bridgeport to Tempe over there. And Ventura to Aurora to Naperville to McKinney to Wichita Falls looks like a good line. But if we do that, we leave out poor Lincoln. And I guess we could do like a little kind of S-curve around here to get them all in. I don't know that I'm too excited about that. What I'm thinking about trying is starting Ventura, go McKinney, Naperville, Naperville, what was this again? Aurora, Naperville, McKinney, then to Wichita Falls, have a line going on that side, and then have a line going from Wichita Falls to Lincoln to Ventura, and just seeing how that works. Maybe, would it be better to go to Aurora to Lincoln? No, we want to do a full loop. We want to have the potential to put in a full loop train someday. So I think that's where we want to start, what we want to work on. So let's just go ahead and get some of our stations. The one on the inside going through Lincoln is going to be the longest, fewest number of stations, so I believe that would be a good place to start. Let's go ahead and build a terminal station here in Ventura. And you know, I was thinking about putting it on this side, but I'm wondering if it wouldn't be better to maybe put it here more in the middle of town. Would that be better, or putting it off to the side? I don't know that it matters too much. We've got a ton of money. We might as well go ahead and do a little bit of town renovation. And that looks relatively flat. So let's see. We want to do 4 platforms. We want a 2nd Street connection. Sure, why not? And let's go to 320 meters. I think that'll work. And let's just see, where would we want to place this? We want to place it somewhat central, something like this. We probably want to get a taxi service and stuff like that getting in there. So we'll do it right here. Looks good. And let's get a road going through here. We don't have to demolish everything. That will be fine. And then we can pull a road off this way somewhere. We do that like right from here? Yes, we can. Something like that, where we can start our taxi service. I think that will work out just fine. Let's see, if we click on this station now, wow, we get most of the town just by existing, which is what I like. All right, so we'll take the track off this direction over here, build a bridge. Build a bridge, go along the river, and Lincoln is going to be our next stop. We want that to go through. This looks very mountainous on this side of town, so it looks like this side of town is where we want to focus. Let's get our flexible station. Let's do 2 tracks. And let's see. Yeah, that'll just fit right in there. We may want to expand this someday, so I probably want to do this a little bit closer than I normally would. I think that works. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and that'll come in on that side, and then we'll go out on this side and maybe hug the river as much as we can. All the way down here to Wichita Falls, where we will want to build another terminal station. We want to do 4 platforms. We're going to have 2 lines running out of it. And boy, I'd like to kind of... Ooh, we got kind of an open spot right here. Why can't I scroll the map with that out? Right there. Wow. Let's go ahead and reserve this. Can we get like a full road coming out? Almost. Not possible. if you weren't wanting to curve off into the distance. Okay, that's close. That's close. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, that's where it needs to be. You say construction is not possible. What if we did a small one? Not much better, huh? Ah, there we go. Right there. We can do a small road coming up this way. And then, like we did before, we have a small... actually, we can probably do that medium. Like that right there. Yeah, not bad. And we'll fit in, can we fit in our station like right? Ooh, that's kind of trying to bury into the ground. It's a little bit better on this side. Let's do that right. There, we're committed. All right, we can fit in our taxi around there. And just looking at this, it's not a very big catchment, but not bad. Okay, so how do we want to start this out? I think I'm going to start over here in Ventura. And I think we want to kind of take this track over, run it along the river the whole way. It'll be kind of like a river jaunt. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so this will be the outside line. All right, so let's see how we can make this work. Carry it off into this direction. We'll start out with a nice little scenic jaunt through the woods, which will end up going riverside. A little bit of a bump here. All right, and from here we head into Bridgeland, and we have to try to make a bridge. All right, so let's just start. Let's just do it, and let's see what happens. We get terrain collision. All right, let's bump that up to steel. Okay, you don't want to make it where a ship will go under there. Are we ever going to want a ship to go under there? I don't think so. I don't think so. I would like it if you didn't want to just completely burrow into the ground. But I'm good with that. 207,000. Let's do that. We may have to rebuild that someday, but for right now, I think I'm happy with it. All right, let's continue on. A bit more of a curve there. There we go. Going to be a bit of a long little jaunt here through along the river. Should be a really nice little scenic route, though. Oh, okay, you're going to do a little bit of burrowing here. And we want to be careful not to make it where we can't run another line past that. And a nice little graceful turn into Lincoln. Fabulous. All right, that's a pretty scenic, pretty little route there. All right, let's go ahead and take this one out now, and do more of the same. I don't think we have any more rivers or anything. No, it's just straight on until morning. We do have some road crossings that I might want to look in, and we do have a ravine that we're gouging out here. Ooh, what, are we gonna have to do a little mini bridge here? I'm okay with that. It looks like to go over this side any further might cause a little bit of gouging, and I don't want to do that. Actually, you know what? I don't want to go off in that direction, I think. I would like to use this opportunity right here to go ahead and head toward this direction. Toward Wichita Falls, because we have quite a turn there. Let's see, this is going to be this track, so let's just start doing it from this side and see where it wants to meet. Well, that looks pretty good right there. A little bit of gouging. We have a road intersection right here that may or may not cause some headache. Let's just plow through it and see what occurs there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that'll never do. Let's pull out the terrain smootherator and see if we can't try that again. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, let's grab this road and let's take it around. Get over here. Connect. Can we not connect Goofy? There, that's better. And then we just have one crossing in that situation. All right, much better. And it looks like we're gonna have one gouge right here, but that's okay. It'll be a nice scenic ravine that we travel through in order to make it to Wichita Falls. All right, and that's our route on that side. Let's grab this guy right here. Why are you fighting me? You should just double up. Okay, there it goes. Ah, we have a new engine. The Atlantic. Wonderful. Might get some Atlantic stuff going on this side of the world. I would like to upgrade the other trains on the other line as well, but the problem is that I feel like we just put new ones out there. They still have a lot of life left in them, so I'm not, we're not gonna spend millions of dollars just to replace some engines that are brand new. Just in the sake of keeping everything up to date. It's not like we really have a lot of competition in this part of the world. Doubling up our bridge. Yeah. Probably have to rebuild that. Probably have to rebuild all the bridges someday. After I get some bridge building practice to see how to make a bridge that looks the way that I would like for a bridge to look. I mean, we have functional bridges. That is, that's something. All right, that'll just go in right there. Wonderful. One thing we do need is a depot. And, I don't know where we want to put that. Maybe here at Wichita Falls? Those are spanning out kind of far, though. And Ventura, they're going to be a little bit closer together, so I think Ventura may be the better choice. Let's do that. Let's get our depot down. Make that as even with that as possible. That looks good. We'll give it a little bit of space in case we want to expand that at some point. And run this out. And that is going to merge into that line. For now. For now, that will work just fine. All right, so thinking about this line in particular, it's going to come in on this side, and then it's wanting to go to this side. Oh, so you won't want to come in. You will want to come in there, but you will also want to come in on the other side as well. So we want that. Glorious. All right, so that takes care of that side. We don't need any crossovers in Lincoln quite yet. You are going to come in on that side and then want to exit onto that side. In there, go out there. Again, coming down on that side, be on that side, be on this side, just all the way. Coming across. And then moving over to this, and then coming back out. All right, that's exactly what we want. I want to keep these middle terminals open in case we want to ever do a loop or anything like that. But the passenger trains can just go into those platforms. All right, I think that works. Let's go ahead and set up our bus routes here in these cities. Put that stop right there. Actually, probably should have moved that out, but it's not going to be too much to demolish those, which I will probably have to do someday. Go ahead and put our vehicle depot way out there, and let's get some bus stops. I think I'm going to do the point-to-point. Let's see, how far? Well, maybe not. This one looks like it may be better off doing a circle. Maybe? Let's see, this is mostly in the catchment of the entire station. We did there. Let's do there. Let's do there. All right, and create a couple of lines. Let's do... we're gonna do, if we're gonna do a counterclockwise, we need to put these stations on both sides. There we go. All right, so you'll be our clockwise route. You will go from there to there to there to there and back home. That is going to be the clockwise route. And you will go from here to here to here to here. And you will be taxi here counterclockwise. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and set some road vehicles out here. We do have the max now. Wonderful. Let's do 3. That seems like a lot to me. That seems like a whole lot to me. So that means we're doing it right. Those are on the counterclockwise, and you will be on clockwise. All right, that'll get those guys a-flowing. Let's get another line just while we're here. That is going to go from here, Ventura, to Lincoln, to Wichita Falls. And that is the proper terminal for you. The Lincoln terminal for Wichita Falls, and then to Lincoln, and then back to Ventura. So this one, we want platform 2. And Lincoln 4 or 1 on the way back. We have a problem back at our main station. And that problem is that you don't want to be on platform 3. You want to be on platform 1? No. 2. No. 4. Yeah, there we go. All right, and that's going to be our city. City, that's going to be the Western Loop. The main line is going to be going that way. Western means we're on the western side of the river. Loop, I don't know. I know what that means. I know what it means in my head, so that's what we're going to go with. All right, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and launch the train. There's still some taxi services that need to be set up. I think I will do that in between episodes. But let's go ahead and get our trains up and running. And we just got the Atlantic, and I assume the Atlantic Black. 90 miles an hour, 62 miles an hour. Oh yeah. Okay, so oh, I mean, it's brand new. We got to use it, right? I think I want to do this one. No, that's 62. We want a fast train. Some of these older ones. Yeah, let's get the one with the speed. We'll go ahead and buy that. And we want some wagons that can hold some passengers and go really fast. Top speed 62, 50, 80. Cracker box can go 50. Okay, I think I'm liking this one. 16 passengers. Let's get let's put 4 on there. Starting out. And we'll set you on the City Western Loop. And we'll just see how this looks. Nice little shot of where are we at? Ventura? Ventura in the background. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, and he is going to go about and take us all around. All right, so that gets the train services going. We need to get taxi services in Lincoln and Wichita, and then set up services through McKinney, Naperville, and Aurora, and then to Ventura to completely set up the passenger line on this side of the river. And I think that'll get us started. Get our base infrastructure down, as well as get some growth and things like that working out. Let's take a look at our brand new train. And as we go ahead and work our way out, we will take a look at it. as it goes through the first leg of the voyage, which is the forest part of the voyage. And then he will come out and see the splendor of the river that runs through. We haven't named the river. I'm not quite sure what we should refer to that river as, other than the river. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is really nice. Brand new state-of-the-art train rolling down a very scenic river line. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode, where we will get the rest of these passenger lines on this side of the river set up. Have a good one.